Recently, I have been loving this new technique, which is animating my own photographs and creating moving memories. I partnered with Adobe to show you how to animate your own photos inside Adobe Firefly. Mood boards, animations, and even edit with Adobe Express. It's important to know that there are different video models that we can use. You will see that the commercially safe ones are the Firefly video models, and also in the images, the commercially safe ones will be the Firefly image. In this case, we're gonna go ahead with the partner model, and one of the best ones that they have right now is the Clean 3.0. So let's go ahead and try that one. We're going to select the 1080p resolution, but you can always stay in the 720. What's gonna change is that the output will be either 720 or 1080p. And it's also important to note that it's 720p, it will be cheaper to generate than the 1080p. You can see how the credit usage changes over here. So go ahead with the 720. This first test, you can change the duration of the shot as well. And as I can see, this one, it's not changing. It's being gifted to us right now. We can also include audio or not. And here is where the magic happens. We're going to add our first frame. Also really important to choose, if your image is vertical, I suggest you choose the vertical one. And if it's a widescreen, then go with the widescreen. So I'm gonna go with widescreen first. And here you can click and either grab the photo from your Adobe Cloud Storage or from your own device. And I really want to see what happens. I mean, there were a lot of places on this trip where I didn't record. I was mainly taking photos. So I would love to see this reimagined in a moving memory and even a cinematic memory. So in this case, I'm going to try to make this kind of a drone shot of, this is gonna be our starting point, and then we're gonna ask Clean to make it a drone shot. So let's go ahead and select this one. And we're gonna go ahead and prompt over here. So I always suggest to kind of analyze your image and see what elements it has, describe that, describe if it's a sunny day. So I'm just gonna describe the image first, and then I'll let you know what the camera movement I'm gonna ask for is going to be. So I'm gonna go ahead and click generate. As you can see, I have the description of kind of what we're looking at over here. And after that, I'm typing, the camera slowly floats into the cityscape as in the movement of a drone shot. So just to clarify, AI, it's still an iteration process. So sometimes we get it at the first time, sometimes you don't, and you gotta iterate a bit more. In that sense, it's a good idea to go with the lower resolution on the first tries. And then if you like one of the shots, you can always upscale that one or ask for the same prompt again with 1080p activated. So I'm going to go ahead and click generate. I love the sound, the ambient sound, but it looks more like a very voyeuristic zoom in. So I'm going to retype the camera movement, maybe take out the central composition because it's kind of given a lot of attention to this building over here, which is a lovely cathedral in Florence, Italy. And in the meantime, I'm going to give it another prompt just as a third option. Wow. Okay, so now we're starting to get results, and this is very exciting. So I'm going to leave all of the prompts I used below, and what you can do is change the part of the description of the scene, the description of your image, and then if you want to keep the camera movement, just leave that part of the prompt. I want to try out this one, which is in Copenhagen, Denmark. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it correctly, so please do let me know if not. And since this one worked really good, I'm going to use this part for the new prompt. So I'm describing that it's a sunset, we're overlooking Copenhagen. And I'm just gonna go ahead and click generate. Oh, I want to animate this one as a hyperlapse. So let's go ahead and click open. This one was in Rome. Oh, and as you can see, because my photo is bigger than 9:16, I can just move the selection part with this little square. right over there. So I want to show you how to use the first and last frame as well. We're going to use this image as our first frame and change the aspect ratio to a widescreen. So now we will go ahead to the edit image button and we are going to edit with a prompt. You can also do it with the markup, but let's stay with the prompt first. Select a widescreen button and I'm going to say the flower blooms are closed and just click generate. So this is because I want the flowers to like open and close, and this is going to be a fun experiment to work with. So as you can see, all of the blooms are closed now. I'm going to go ahead and click save, and this is going to transform my first frame. So I'm just gonna upload the same photo again. That's the original one. Just making sure that they are in the same height. I believe they are. Okay, so we have a first and last frame. Now I can be a bit more specific of what's going on the frame. Then again, I'm going to specify a style. In this case, I want it to look like a stop motion style animation. So let's go ahead and click generate. Oh, it's so cute. Wow. It was really cool that when I took this photograph. I love it. This is so cute. So what if I wanted to edit and make it look in some other material? We can also do that here, which is the amazing part of Firefly, is that you have all of the tools in one place. Let's go ahead and edit this image. So nice. I really like it. So I'm gonna go ahead and click save, and I will apply the same prompt over here. I'm gonna go ahead and click generate. And now we have our first and last frame edited, and we're going to keep the same prompt for the video. So that's what's really cool about giving a second life to your images. You can rediscover new moments and get inspired, share it in different ways, and repurpose the content that you already have. So I hope you like this tutorial. I'll be making more of this series, and if you did, please don't forget to subscribe or leave a comment or a like. And as well, if you want to try it out for yourself, go to firefly.adobe.com and test it for yourself. Thank you so much. I'll see you at the next one. Bye.